What's happening, everyone? This is Lesky, and in this video I'm going to be showing y'all some of the new features coming to clubs in FC25. Today, July 18th, EA just released this pitch notes for FC25, and it says it's a community update where they're kind of just showing a lot of the changes they've made to FC25 in relation to some of the community feedback. And right here, upcoming deep dives, it says in July there's going to be a gameplay deep dive, a rush deep dive, which is going to be the new 5v5 game mode, and then clubs, where we'll get more of a deeper look. They'll be doing a deep dive rather than just this small pitch notes community update. So we're not going to look at this entire article. We're actually going to scroll down all the way just to the clubs related information. And if you guys want, you can go to their website and find all of this information yourself. So here it is, clubs. They are adding relegation back to clubs. They took it out last year. You couldn't get relegated back to another division. So let's just see what it says. FC25 sees the return of relegation to the clubs league, raising the stakes as you move through the league pyramid. Losing matches will decrease your number of chances per division. Lose them all and you'll take part in a relegation battle, a one-off do or die match that will determine whether your club will beat the drop or be sent down a division. You can expect more details to come in the club pitch notes later this month. So it's good to see that relegation will be back in FC25. That was probably the biggest complaint they received about clubs in FC24, is that there was just no relegation, no way of getting relegated back a division. Now there's just going to be a one-off game. So once you get sent into that relegation game, you basically just can't lose. You have to either tie or win, I believe, and you'll stay in the current division you're at. Or if you lose that game, you guys will get relegated to the next division. So that's pretty cool, and I like how they're finally adding relegation back this year. The next thing they talk about is the store, where I think they kind of just made a club store in the actual club's game mode. If you guys don't already know, this year, and I think maybe even last year with Volta, you had to go inside Volta to buy some club's cosmetics, which I thought was very dumb. And now the store should actually be in club, so you don't have to leave the club's game mode, go into Volta, and then back out of Volta once you want to go back into clubs and equip your stuff on your player. So that should be a change. It says players will now earn clubs coins via gameplay to spend in the new club store, where you'll find a host of new cosmetic items for your virtual pro, including new item types such as gloves and sleeves, allowing for deeper customization and personal expression on the pitch. That's great. Add as much cosmetics as possible, because us clubs players are going to love just customizing our own virtual pro. And they even changed the whole UI of clubs so it just looks different. And I believe we're even going to have the menus that Ultimate Team has, where you click the left trigger and then you can just quickly go to wherever you want in clubs. So it should be easier to navigate through the menus. And it is pretty cool how the locker room can change styles and colors depending on your club's look. The next topic is post-match timer, and this is a change that I've been wanting for a while, ever since I've started making content for clubs. So what it says is, we've listened to your feedback and made changes to the post-match experience. You'll now be able to stay in post-match menu much longer without being forced to return to the lobby. This gives you more time to review highlights, match stats, strategize for future games, or simply bask in the glory of a well-earned victory. Be careful not to stay too long though, or your teammates might leave you on the bench for the next match. So the timer doesn't go away completely. You don't have like unlimited time at the end of the game, which I really wish you could, so I could just really take my time and get some nice like orbit looking replays, or just look at the team stats and all that. But it is nice that they added more time to do all that stuff post match. This next change is actually going to be pretty important for gameplay. They are lowering the max height from 6'7" to 6'5" in FC25 clubs. I'm sorry for all you guys that like using the big 6'6", 6'7" builds. Now the tallest you can be is 6'5" or 195 centimeters, and they're really just trying to nerf the cross spamming to the big guys and just heading it in. Especially I think in like competitive leagues, that was a big problem. Everyone would just go like max height and there would be a ton of crossing. So hopefully this will reduce that a bit and make the gameplay seem a little bit better. And then the last thing they have here is clubs league matchmaking. In an effort to ensure we are creating balanced matches, matchmaking for clubs league matches will now prioritize finding clubs of a similar skill rating. So I guess they're not going to be pairing you up with teams in your division. Instead, they're actually just going to be trying to pair you up with teams around the same skill rating, which is good because once this season reset after playoffs, every team would go back in Division 5. So you could be in Division 5, but your team's actually like an elite division team. They just got relegated back to Division 5, and then you'll be matchmaking with teams that just made a new club. They might just have one playstyle plus or no playstyle pluses. So I thought that was kind of weird, and that should be a fix for that. And then it says clubs playoffs will continue to prioritize your division when matchmaking, ensuring the playoffs remain a place for you to take on your divisional rivals. So then once you get into a playoff game, it'll go back to matchmaking teams that are in your same division. So that is all the clubs related stuff they covered in this community update pitch notes for FC25. These are just a few of the exciting new features coming to clubs in FC25. Stay tuned for the full clubs deep dive dropping later this month with the details on all features across the mode. So I'll probably make another video once they release the deep dive for clubs, and that will cover everything coming to clubs in FC25. So I'm excited for the new game, and I'm still going to be posting FC24 content. So stay tuned to the channel, and y'all have a great rest of y'all's day. Peace out.